All right, here's this thing done. There's my bends on the top. I told you how to fix this gap here by pulling out on this piece with your fingers. Put your thumb here, pull this out, and you can start a nail between these other two fingers and get that nail installed right here blindly. I don't know if you can see that blind nail or not. This gap will get caulked. This is the way this was. I think someone was here before me and they got they moved this brick molding around. It wasn't quite in the original spot, but it's okay. These houses only had gyplap on them. And they might have had some silver paper. There was years ago. There used to be paper that was silver on one side and brown on the other, and they used to roll that out. It was called foil paper. And so this house was probably built in '72 or '3, and that's all they had. So this drip cap, there's no flanges on these windows or anything, or any kind of window seal or tape or none of that stuff. This is just brick molding on top of gyplap, and then the siding is old-time aluminum siding, but it looks good compared to today's lumpy heavy seam vinyl. Anyway, and that's what they did. They just put it, and then it would caulk this gap in between. And you can see there's been a couple pair of shutters here before, but they're going to get hidden. No one sees that from the street. And again, this is a old-time siding job, old-time aluminum siding. Aluminum siding is very strong. It'll span if someone puts a stud in the wrong way, and they don't have all the crowns the same on the studs. Aluminum siding will span that very easy, where vinyl kind of like follows every little lump and bump, even if you don't nail it tight. So that's just some of the things. Now this piece here, this is kind of floating. They left the center butt intact for me on this piece. The other side, they cut the center butt out, which weakened it a little bit. But I'll get this where I want it. I might stick a little trim nail right here. And then on the underside of this guy, I'll put a bead of caulk. And it'll make it match all the way through. So that's how these windows were done.